Hi guys, welcome to my vlog channel. Yeah, this is actually really bright, but I needed some better lighting because it is currently like 11 o'clock right now, and I've tried recording this earlier and I just wasn't happy with it because it didn't feel so genuine, and Camille was awake and I was distracted pretty much because she was awake and I couldn't really express all my thoughts and everything. So yeah, I want to start like some videos here on my vlog channel called like couch convos, so couch conversations, just kind of more laid back, talking about like whatever's on my mind, or if you guys want to talk about a certain subject, I think like we can do that in the future, like have a talk about whatever. But so Mitchell and I asked like if you guys wanted to do a Q&A with us, and I just knew that would be a good idea because I know for those of you who've been with my vlog channel for a while or just have been watching my videos, you guys have seen me transition to a lot of different stages in my life throughout the years since like 2009, so that's crazy. And I knew there are a lot of obvious questions, and I just wanted to address it pretty much, just what has been going on in this past year in my life, and kind of like a year and a half pretty much. So I just wanted to talk about it. I mean, also just for myself to just kind of put it out there and talk about it, because I think now I feel a little more comfortable with talking about it. And yeah, it's just gonna just be my story about, you know, how I got here. And it'll kind of be good because it'll kind of give you guys like more of like a background of what has happened and like how it got me here where I am. And I know there's just a lot of questions, and I thought this would be like a good time. So I was not on my channel, my main beauty channel, or just on YouTube for over a year after I gave birth. And even before that, I tried to do like pregnancy vlogs, which was like another special announcement that I had. And I really wanted to do those vlogs to just like feel better about myself and my situation. And it was supposed to be like a very happy time in my life to be pregnant, you know, for the first time, and to share that. And I loved watching pregnancy vlogs, but honestly I wasn't in the best situation, and I was trying to make the best of it as I usually do, but it wasn't ideal, honestly. It really wasn't. And probably this has been like the hardest time in my life that I've ever been through. And I just didn't imagine seeing my life the way like it played out, but you know, that's what happened. And so yeah, I was pregnant. I was still working full-time, so I was in retail management. If you guys remember, back then I worked at Wet Seal and worked my way to be an assistant manager there. And then I was recruited as a assistant manager at Guess, and this was at their outlet store. So I did take it because of the higher pay, of course. And by that time I was about 4 months pregnant, 3 or 4 months pregnant, and it wasn't really showing yet. But yeah, I did do that, switch jobs. So I was working like a little bit farther from home. It was definitely a bigger workload for me, and I worked all the way until my water broke. And at that point, like, I stopped working because I had to be in the hospital and all of that. And at that time I was having a lot of different issues with like my relationship, and I was just letting a lot of things slide because I was like pregnant and I didn't want to stress myself out. But honestly, I was under a lot of stress when I was pregnant, like a lot of stress that I kind of just held in, on top of working like full-time and going through all these pregnancy things. Pretty much felt like it was by myself, pretty much. That's how it felt like. And then my water broke, and I was in the NICU with my daughter for like a month, and pretty much staying at the hospital by myself. And going through that was hard enough, like seeing your baby like that, and you know, being strong. I had to be strong. I had no other choice to be strong. And I just thank God all the time about how healthy my daughter is. And, you know, going through that, it was really hard. And on top of that, having these awful relationship problems that also affected my relationship with like my mom and my dad and my family. It was just like a mess pretty much. And you know, I thank God also that like family is still there for you, and through all that stuff that I put them through, you know, now that they're back in my life and things are working out, I'm really grateful that that worked out that way. And I had that one person in my life who was kind of isolating me, so I wanted to talk about that. Pretty much to get straight to the point is I was just in a abusive relationship. It was both like mentally and psychologically damaging to me, and it was just getting out of control. I mean, I thought I knew that person, but things just got worse, and to the point where I was just really concerned about the safety of myself and my daughter, and I didn't want to feel that way anymore. And I just gave him a couple more chances that he really didn't deserve, and then I had to just put my foot down and be like, no, I can't do this because of my daughter, and I know she deserves a better life, and I deserved to be treated better. And you know, it was really hurtful. I went through a lot of shit, honestly. I'm just gonna say it. I went through a lot of bad stuff that I never thought I'd have to go through, but I had to stay strong, like, and just try to do my best to figure it out and what I had to do to take the right steps to make sure we were safe. And yeah, I just don't want to go into any details about just how bad it was, you know, but I guess you guys can just imagine, I guess, just what I've been through, because I don't know, like, the details aren't important. It's just the overall picture that I just wanted to portray the message, like, to not settle for what you know you don't deserve, and to not let people belittle you, make you feel worthless. Don't let people walk all over you, and just, you know, follow your gut. Honestly, follow your gut, because you honestly can't change someone who doesn't want to be changed, or you, no matter how good you treat somebody, it doesn't mean like you'll get the same in return, you know. And you just deserve better. If you're in any of those circumstances, like, if you know you deserve better, there's no one forcing you to stay. And it may take a couple times knocking you down to finally stand back up, but you know, you need the right support system. You need to be right in your mind to know what changes you need to make. And speaking of that, I went back to work 3 months after I gave birth to Camille, after she was home, and I had to make that decision to go back to work because you know, that's what I had to do to make sure I could give my daughter what she deserved. And that meant sacrificing like the time I had with her, and yeah, that was hard. And I went back to working full-time at Guess, and then shortly after that I was recruited to work at Banana Republic, also as an assistant manager, but this time it was more like it was retail management, but it was a visual merchandising position, which I had a lot of passion for, so I was really grateful for that, and also a bigger jump in pay. So I was really like striving to make more, of course, for my daughter, and I was really grateful for that job, because those people there ended up being like my family and helping me get through a lot of stuff that I was going through at that time, which, like, I don't know how I even got through those days, you know. And they helped me be strong and learn a lot, and like, my job gave me a lot of purpose, and my job became really important to me. And you know, that security that I had, and purchasing my own car also, to make sure that my daughter and I had something and I had a way to go to work, a nice safe car for us. Yeah, I could finally get up on my feet and kind of do those things on my own with the help of my family, which I was really grateful for. And I was just working really hard, and I just felt so much better knowing that my daughter was safe and she was with me and I knew where she was, and that I didn't have to worry about that anymore. And I went through a lot to make sure that that happens. Another question that probably is gonna get answered in our Q&A, but just to clear things up, if you guys remember on my this vlog channel, I had like my old vlogs which are not up anymore. My ex-boyfriend John, he obviously is not in my life anymore, but what happened with that, just to quickly say, is we grew apart, and I decided to end it. And yeah, I just wasn't benefiting so much from that relationship, and I think that I just wasn't that happy. Like, I wasn't happy and I wanted more from a relationship, and we were together for a very long time, but I feel like we just weren't seeing eye to eye, and that our goals in life didn't align. And yeah, that's what happened with that. Nothing too crazy. I don't know, and I don't think it was that crazy. But to answer another question, no, John is not the father of Camille, nor is Mitchell. So yeah, he's just not any of those two. So just to put that out there, yeah, during that part of my life I was with someone else, and that someone is not currently like in my life, and I'm kind of happier and better for that. And yeah, my current boyfriend Mitchell that you've seen on my channel here, he has been just the most supportive since I've met him, and it is just overwhelming just how supportive he is and how positive he is, and the positive influence he's had on my life obviously so far, and I'm very grateful to have him. And yeah, so that's why we are here. So yeah, Mitchell has been in here in Seattle, so it was Camille and I who moved and to start our life here, and it's been a great transition. And just to talk about like YouTube. So YouTube has been my passion obviously, and when I met Mitchell I was, you know, working at Banana, and I was very passionate about my career at Banana and just like visual merchandising and my job obviously because I had to work. And when he found out about my YouTube, he and I had that same kind of sense where we like to think like entrepreneurs, and we like to think outside of the box. So I wasn't very open with him about my YouTube, but he found my channel, and he kind of noticed like, oh, I noticed that he was very interested in it, and I thought that was great because I could talk to him about it. And you know, I did want to come back to YouTube, but I can't just, you know, quit my full-time job and start making videos since I had Camille, and that just wasn't like realistic for me. And Mitchell and I kept talking and all that, and he really believed in, you know, my passion and my dream to get back into YouTube and to just be a creator again and do all of that. And I was really surprised by that, and for him to support me is like the best thing ever. I mean, some people do say like they can support me in that, but not the way that he does, and he takes it really seriously just the way I take it seriously. And you know, I guess the greatest gift also is that I'm able to spend more time with my daughter, because that's something that, you know, having a 9-to-5 job couldn't give me. And yeah, it's great. Honestly, it's great. I get to spend more time with my daughter. I'm getting back into my YouTube channel, I'm now working with people to rebrand my channel and I really want to branch out and get out of my comfort zone and do more things. Like I want to do some collabs. I want to do like meetups or just learn more, branching out, just doing more things with YouTube that I really wanted to do. And you know, honestly, it's hard getting back after being away for so long, and things on YouTube have changed so much since I started back in 2009 when YouTube wasn't like as big as it is now. But I want to just, you know, stay true to myself and keep doing it because it's what I love to do, and that'll show. And being back on my vlog channel is great because I want to also keep sharing like my life, and I can now document Camille's journey as well, which felt like something I was really lacking when I was in that unhappy state. Was, you know, all the things I wanted to do with Camille, I couldn't. I was just so like limited, and I wanted more for her. Like when I came here on my last trip to Seattle, I just felt like I wanted this. I wanted more for me and more for my daughter and more for our lives. And you know, being where I was, it wasn't going to give me that. So I know I needed to make changes and some sacrifices, obviously, to be here. And it's been a dream. And I want to thank you guys for sticking around and supporting my channel, both of my channels. And you know, the little comments mean the world to me. I mean, I read all of them, and I'm now feeling more comfortable sharing my life and, you know, just about the happy things that are going on. And I think it's just good for you guys to know that this is kind of what I've been through in the past year that's got me to where I am now. And I'm just more grateful and blessed to have the people I do have in my life right now. And through all of the bad stuff, I've grown much stronger, and I will always do whatever I can to provide and to be the best I can be as a mother to my daughter. And that's pretty much what motherhood has taught me. Like, it is really hard, but it is always worth it. And just to be strong, be positive, looking forward, and just following your instinct, and things will fall into place. I think that's what Mitchell wanted to say in his video about things falling into place. And you know, now's the time to work on your dreams and your passion, and everything will just fall into place. And that's what I hope and I pray for. And I'm so grateful for the life that I'm living right now and being able to share with you guys. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, I want to do more of these couch convos, just something a little more laid back about whatever topic. But yeah, this will be my first topic, pretty much where I've been and how I got here. If you guys like these videos, then thumbs up, leave us a comment if you guys have any other topics you want us to talk about. And like Mitchell mentions in his video, we want to kind of do some things in the community, or what we can do with like the channel to, I don't know, to help others, because I think that would be great. I mean, I don't want you guys to just think you guys are viewers, but we're all in this together and then we can talk. So again, thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys. Bye.
I had some thoughts that I had to just get out of my head, and just been contemplating about like just life and where I'm at now in my life. And I'm just pretty fortunate about everything, pretty appreciative, pretty blessed.